really noisy in here. Getting ready to put the cab on the 4430. I have gotten the mounts on the side, the side stabilizers that I had on here. Timothy took them off this morning. I've been really busy with some other stuff. As you saw, we were fooling around on snowmobiles. Maybe you saw it. I don't know. I might not have it up there just yet. But anyway, yeah, the cab is hanging up here in the air. We did get the new hoses for it. 1, 2, 3, 4 hoses. And what the heck else is the other thing that we did? Yeah, we got some new hoses for it, and we cleaned it all up real nice as we could get it. Timothy scraped and scrounged on it, cleaned off the grease. And I've got my GoPro here. Hopefully the damn thing's got some power into it. Let me fire it up. Alright, there she is on video. Says we got plenty of battery, I think. Yep, says we got a full battery. So I'm going to go ahead and stick the GoPro camera someplace on here. Then we now have the cab on the tractor. For the most part now, all we have to do is start hooking up all the little giblets that I got, that I disconnected, like the pull arms and the lift linkage and the hydraulic connections, the water jackets. We put new heater hose on. Timothy worked pretty good and cut those to the right length, so we're going to hook the heater hoses back up. I got this nasty mess up front here to deal with, like the hydraulic connections there and the electrical connections there also. You'll see this is wet from oil, but it's just from those hoses dripping. When I spun my little pump in the transmission, you saw me do it. I know a lot of guys are like, oh, you should hook that up to the drill and pump it. Well, I did it by hand, and that was enough to get the oil to actually come out of these return lines up top there, so that's working. For the most part, the tractor's just a little dirty here, and that's fine. I don't care. So I'm just going to start hooking up all my electrical connections and my hydraulic connections, and I think I'm going to be a pretty happy camper. I do have to figure out why that lever, oh, there it is. I bent that lever when I disconnected it. If you didn't know, you can see right there I had to weld that to a nickel rod, and that's just the range changes, and the upper one I had disconnected, but I forgot to do the lower, so in my haste, that's what happens.
Where's your pliers?
Which kind?
The blue handle.
Don't know. I just had them a little bit ago. They're like, we're right here. Right here. Them. So, anyway, get back to you in a little bit. We should be able to fire this tractor up today. yeah, we should be able to fire it up. We've been working here pretty good at it. So, yeah, every minute I work, we get a minute closer to actually firing up the 4430. The cab is on. The bushings are in. I have to get new bushings, but this tractor is actually the old style bushing, and it's hard to get from John Deere. So I may have to go to a different, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I may have to be welding on this thing to get it right. I think John Deere sells a retrofit kit for the cab mounts, which honestly, no big deal to me. I really don't care. I'm pretty good at figuring stuff out. So, anyway, yeah, you guys were talking about the new roof, to put the new roof on the tractor. Well, their new roof is up there in a box, and the old roof is up here. I actually do have all the pop rivets and everything that is required to put the new roof on, with the exception of the lights. But as you can see, I have some damage up there. Years ago, my father decided it'd be a good idea to go logging with the tractor. Well, logging with a tractor and trees cause damage to cabs. So that's what's happened up there. But if all else fails, you know, it's not like it doesn't leak. I mean, the thing is watertight, so I will probably just put the new roof on and be done with that. Doesn't matter to me really that much. So yeah, so really all I have to do is stammer on here. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and finish hooking up the hoses to the heater. And Timothy was working over here last night pretty good. Let me get this light over here where we can see. He put in that pipe that's down there. Comes off the top of the filter. Yeah, as you can see, we've got the bushings and everything in there. He's got that cab mounted. He has forgotten to put this piece here, and this goes to the power takeoff. The clutch pedal's in, but the power takeoff lever, which is right here, which you cannot see, but it's right there. Yeah, all I have to do is put that on. So I think that's the PTO lever. So I'm going to go ahead and put the PTO lever on myself, and yeah, we'll call it good then. He should have there is a actual cotter pin that goes into here. It goes in the top, if I remember correctly, and that's all that holds that in place. So we'll have to do that, and yeah, like I said, he finished that up, but everything else is good. I put on these. Oh shit, I left my light on last night. All night long I left that on, and you know what? It's still got some LED. Holy crap, still working. I'll have to get new batteries in it now. There's a handy ass light too, but okay, so I put these on last night, and really all I have to do is finish. I've got to hook up the starter here, and I got to hook up the alternator over here on the other side. Gotta be careful because there's ice there. We're supposed to have a snowstorm today, but I don't know if it's going to materialize. But we've got these. That's stupid, the way that thing is. But I just have to hook up all the wires to the alternator. And I'm going to zip tie those fast up here because that's what I'm going to do. And what else do I need to do? I did change the oil in this before we did this job. I have to tighten up my side of the cab mounts, and I put the battery boxes on. And underneath here, I'm pretty well done with all the hookups that I have to do. There's a couple of small things that I have to do on the inside of the cab, underneath the floor mat. There's a couple of hoses that need to be attached. I'm going to go ahead and clean this oil off with the air. I'm going to blow it off before I put the cab on, or before I put the hood on. And then you get to see the big fire up, and the fire up is coming soon. So stay tuned. Next,